Hey everyone, welcome back to my weekly cash stuff in. If you follow Dave Ramsey or are looking to get debt free 3 to 6 months ahead in your bills, or create an emergency fund, or just love cash stuffing or listening to money, feel free to subscribe and hit that bell notification to let know of any uploads that I do. Welcome. I am from Australia, and today we will be doing our final week of January cash stuff in into our binders. So we will grab the right money, this one here. All right, so this is what we have to stuff today. I hope you've all been well, and thank you so much for returning. And if you haven't returned and you are new, hope you stick around, and let me know what you think. So today we are stuffing, do I have a calculator? Let's get one just in case. My brain's fried the end of this week. Okay, so we will have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 620, 640. And I know some are around the wrong way, but I did that on purpose. 640, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 210. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. So we have exactly $1,000 to stuff today. So it's a little bit less than normal, and it's normally $1,500. So yeah, just because I had a couple of unpaid days, and so I got a little bit less today, but that's okay, because luckily, as I told you before Christmas, we still have a fair few $100 voucher that we can use for our groceries, so we won't need to stuff $300 groceries today. And I do still have $100 in there from last week from fuel that I don't need to use, because I still have that one, because I used my husband's car a bit this week, so I didn't need that. And his fuel's for free. His fuel's free. So what I will be doing is not stuffing groceries. The only two I will be stuffing out of here is, need to clean out my wallet, is takeaway and family time. So what I will be doing is 20, 40, 60, 80. All right. So we will be putting in $50 in each. So $50 into takeaway and $50 into family time. Now we have a lunch to do, so I will at a restaurant, so that's probably going to deplete both of those, which we will need to do, but that's okay because we don't do that all the time. All right, so that's our wallet stuffed. Now we are moving on to our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I thought it was 7. No, it is 7 with car, but we're not stuffing car. That's on my husband's pay. So 6 binders today we will be stuffing. Grab a coffee, grab a drink. Hope my voice lasts it, and stick around. All right, so what we usually start with actually is this one, which is our body and mind binder. So this is to, let me just get comfortable. This one is to, everything to do with the body and mind. So we have skincare still fully funded, clothing, got the wrong one over. Clothing, we will give it 20. We always need a lot of clothing with the kids. So 150, 170, and 190 to clothing. They just grow. I can't believe I was hugging my daughter. Must have had a growth spurt. I was hugging her today, and she's like nearly getting up to my chin now, and it's just, I can't believe it. Shoes, pop in a 5. So we have 10, 15, 20. Okay, so I hope you guys liked my last video. That was my first sort of unstuffing video that I've ever done, and I'm hoping to do that every week, so exactly as my week would go. So before I get my next pay, whatever got left over in my wallet, what I don't, I will be what rollover I have, I will be using into this new when I get my new binder soon, I'll put that into it. So we'll be saving all of our rollover in there, plus actually doing the whole challenge as well. So we'll have a couple of thousand in there as well at the end of the year. So sorry, so haircuts gets a 10. I can't remember if I added it, but that's okay. If we've added double, it's all good. Don't need to leave a comment. 50, 70, 90, 100, 110 in haircuts. Books are fully funded. That's for the health of the mind. I think I've got $100 in there. Tattoo, we will be given a 5. So 150, 155, 160. And this is a beautiful bookmark from Boss Girl Budgeting. And it says, do something today that your future self will thank you for. And I'm hoping that is stuff in my self-care envelope, which I like to keep doing just for mental health. And every single week we put in $10 for that. I haven't spent it yet, but it probably will be for a massage, facial, something like that, that's completely to unwind. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 420, 430, 440. So 440 in that, and I may fully fund that then at 500 as well. Beauties, fully funded. Nails, and my nails, look, I'm going to get this taken off because I'm sorry, these look a bit not good right now. But I'm going to get that shellac taken off, and then I'm just going to leave them sort of natural for a while, and maybe just try and get them healthy again. And well, they're not healthy. They're healthy, but they're just need to get them stronger. So I'll start some vitamins, stuff like that. So eyelashes, we'll put in a 5. Now these aren't, there's 65 in there. This isn't like, you know, essential. I haven't had my eyelashes done, geez, since I got married. Like, when was that? What are we now? 11 years ago. Hair laser though, this is like the best money I've ever spent, by the way. 50, 60, 70. It's seriously, do you know, I haven't shaved my legs and under my arms and somewhere else in, geez, like 5 years. Yeah, it's the best money ever, like seriously. And you only need to go back once every couple of years now. So, but I've got to put money aside for it because, and I just got buy them when they're like 50% off. Sorry if that was a bit TMI. But you know, you guys are mostly ladies that watch, and hey, guys might like it too. All right, so we're into this is our kids binder, if you didn't see it there. So our kids binder will be getting school shoes. Actually, I need to use my list because I've just changed this. What does school shoes get? $5. So it's only got 5 in there. So I'll add another 5. That will give us 10. We just bought them, so that's why it's so low. We just spent $300 on them. Stationery, we'll be getting a 5 as well. So that now has 10. Uniforms, which was twice the price of what I thought it would be. So we will be adding a 20. So we have $40 in there at the moment. Dress up days, I'm sure they're going to be coming around soon, but let's just put in a 5. 10, 20, 35 in there. I don't know what the kids are going to dress up this year. Never think. School fees is funded on my husband's pay because he's paid monthly. School photos is fully funded at 100. School holidays, this is to give them something to do in school holidays, or I need to spend more generally when they're home, but that will just get a 5, so that's $25 in there. Technology will be, you know, things like if iPads die or, you know, something like that. So I'll put in a 5, just keep funding that slowly. That could be not needed for a couple of years, but if we just start now, $10, $25 there. You don't miss $5 a week as much as if you need to come up with $500 or $1,000 one day, you know, short notice. Sports equipment is fully funded at $200. I might need to dip into that to get my daughter some more gym clothes because she's just shot up in height. Season passes. Sorry, $10. Mind blank. 20, 30, 40, 45, $50 in there now. We need 800 by April. So possibly maybe even a challenge I might even have to use for that. And then the kids buffer, we always put in a 5. So that gives us 15 in there. And that is the kids binder done. All right, now the bills. These are all, to me, actually a high priority. They all are, to be honest, all high priority. I don't know where I was trying to take $5 out of one and not in the other, and it was actually really tricky for me to figure out the $5. So, you know, it's tight, but in a good way, because the whole idea of this is to have a spot for every single dollar that I earn. And I can't believe, like, I even added up how much is in the challenge binders. Like, I mean, just to kind of see, and we're close to like $4,000. I only started pretty much nearly every one of those this year. Like, it's growing very, very quickly, but I don't realize it because it's like I learned to live with just what's in my wallet. Like, that's it. Like, it's a really, seriously, I'm loving this more and more and more. And I started this in May last year, so, and on YouTube in August. So, yeah, anyway, I'll stop rambling. I do that sometimes. If you're new here, you'll get that eventually. All right, electricity. So we will be adding in 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. We're always adding 100 into this now that this has been paid. But we need to get this to 1,200 and then we can fully fund. So 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84. So $400 there. So we need another $800. And then that will be fully funded. So that's 8 weeks worth of pay to do that. Water. So this is the bill paid quarterly. We put in a 30. So 1, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. So 180 in there, and that's fully funded around, say 300, 350 in there. Gas will get a 10. So that gives us 30. Cleaner, husband's pay, sanity. Council rates, now that is fully empty, not funded. That will get a 40. We do $40 a week every week, and that gives us enough for what time the bill is due. As is the annual fees, 20, 40. So that will give us exactly what we need, exactly when the bill is due. Now subscriptions. What binder are we in? I'm in the wrong page. Sinking funds, binder. We are up to subscriptions. So $5 in there. Don't know which one I want to pay. 10, 25. Kind of going off Netflix a little bit. Getting into Prime a bit. Disney, phasing out of that a bit too. So I'm thinking maybe if we just pay for like one for the year, and then the other one, we just have 2 to go in at a time. I think that would be all right, because I just think we just have too many subscriptions. His spending and her spending always get a 5. To be honest, weirdly, and it doesn't seem like much, 20, 35, but we actually don't spend a lot, like, on ourselves. But then when I do spend, I spend a little bit too much. 20, 35. So I just want to kind of keep this ticking in the background. Yeah. All right. But this is actually, I think that's the whole idea of the cash and the Dave Ramsey thing is it's harder to spend cash because I haven't touched a cent in the challenge books as an example, because I've, coloured them off the trackers and they're there to get a goal and we're progressing every week, and you just can't. It's like once it's in there, it's like spent, it's done, even though really it's your savings in there. But if that was in the bank and I needed an extra $30, I might grab it. But now I don't. So yeah, sorry, I can't talk highly enough about this. So I tend to ramble when I get passionate about something. All right, so something wrong being passionate about savings, probably a good thing. $10 I'll put in there. Can't remember if I have. As I said, don't bother leaving a comment. It's all good. I'm an easygoing person. 200, 20, 30, 40, 50. So $250 there in tax, and we need 500 by tax time. So that's kind of on track. And buffer, we need to start this up again. I need to clean that tracker off, and we'll put in a 10. We'll get that buffer to, look, I don't know, maybe just 500 will do, because we're going to have, let's positive thinking, $10,000 emergency fund by the end of the year. Now, medical binder, just as important, as I said. Let's just work through that. Now, doctor's appointments, we actually haven't had any, but that normally gets to 20, so I'll just set that aside. Pharmacy, actually fully funded, but that gets a 20. Put that aside. Specialist, we will add a 20 to that as well. So we have 1, 200, 20, 40, 50. So 250 in specialist at the moment. That is going along well. Now, these are all fully funded. We have $500 towards our private health cover excess if we're ever hospitalized. That is all funded in the bank. We have saved $1,000 towards dentist, which is in the bank. We have saved $1,000 medical buffer. Just buffer for anything medical related if it pops up. That is always also in the bank. Now, braces is our kids, we still haven't had that appointment yet, so we'll just put in $10 into that at the moment until we have a plan of attack in there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 20, 40, 60, 70. So 570 we have now in orthodontics, but both children need braces, so I know we're going to need a lot more than that, but it's there. Optical is fully funded for glasses that we need throughout the year. That is all done. Now, fitness, we will just put in a $5 in that. Now, my Pilates actually has run out now. Well, it runs out very soon. There's 155 in there. I don't know if I'll do another lot of that because that's quite expensive. Whether to gym or whether to do something at home, because I've got a plan here at home to do. So we'll see how we go. Might just keep saving for that, but don't have any plans on to spend that yet. Maybe even some equipment for home or something like that. Or might get a treadmill or something like that. Vitamins is fully funded in there. Buddy, so he's our Labrador and he gets $30 a week to put towards his food and treats, which is this envelope. So 1, 200, 1, 2, 20, 40, 50, 60. So 260 in there. So that's towards food and treats. Pet boarding is when we go away. We have a good kennel he goes to, 10, 20, 30. So we've got to keep funding that. And then Buddy Vet, you get a 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. 20, 40, 50. So 550. Now, I'm also getting another envelope to go behind this, which will be Buddy Emergency. So that will be essentially an emergency fund for Buddy. If anything goes wrong, as everyone knows, it can just suddenly be $5,000 just for a couple of x-rays and something. So luckily we haven't come that. Touch wood. Where's some wood around here? Hang on. Sorry, just had to touch that just in case. I'm not superstitious, but you know, just covering myself. Buddy Vet. Yeah, we'll be spending this soon. He needs to have surgery to have his, what's off. And because he's about 2.5 now. And yeah, and I'd like to get an emergency fund essentially then for him as well, probably like up to $5,000. So that would be a goal in there too when we get that new envelope. So lots of emergency fund to save in for this year, but that's, you know, that's your security, you know. So cinema theatre. Now I've got 300 in there. I'm going to keep stuffing it. I'm not going to fully fund it at 300. So 310 in there. So I know how much these theatre things, and look, these are experiences. You know, we've paid out of this going to booked Beauty and the Beast with the kids, with my daughter and me going to that. Then I booked my son to do what's it called? Monster truck big thing at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre. For him to have a, you know, father-son time doing that, because I didn't want him to see me going with her all the time doing that. So we always try and make things, you know, fair and things like that. And I'll probably go to the movies with him and see Godzilla when it comes out. So all that sort of stuff. So I think there's nothing wrong in never fully funding this, because there could be a concert, there could be something. If she's getting older now, she probably would have liked Taylor Swift, something like that. So I'm going to just keep funding that. Date night, I'm going to keep funding that also. So that's 110, 115, 120. And I'll put in a 5 to that. So that's 125. Because that also could be something like an overnight somewhere at some point, which would be a dream. We've never done that before, actually, since the kids were born, and that was like 9 years ago. So gifts is fully funded. That is for, you know, I guess teachers' gifts, things like that. Family photos. This is for anything to buy a camera, but also to print photos. So I'd like to have a lot of photos of the family and kids and have a big photo wall in the study, because that to me is then my motivation for working, is to provide for my family, as is my husband's, and we both can work out of that home office, which I've now cleaned and fully set up. But also in the lounge room, I'm going to do a photo wall too. I don't think you can ever have enough tastefully done at home photos of the family. Because that is what your whole life is about. So family photos has 1, 200, 250, 270, 280, 285. I'm in a bit of a talkative mood. I haven't really had much adult chat. So even though you're not talking back, thank you for letting me talk. Work conference is $5. So that has 1, 120, 140, 150. And it's probably like a few $100 for like a dress. It was last year anyway. Birthdays is 20, 40, 50. That's fully funded. Let me get a fully funded slip, but I don't have it on me. I'll do it next cash stuff in. My daughter's birthday, which is actually in a few weeks' time, has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600, 20, 40, 60. That has 660, and that will get a 20. So that has 680. So 680 in there. Probably cap that at 700. I don't know how much a party will be. If she'll be having one, I'll just have to wait and see what she wants to do. You and me, we'll be putting in a 5. This is for my husband and I, you know, to each other, and kids to us, birthday gifts. Family and friends, I'll have to now start funding that again. I didn't actually allow for that in this pay, but we'll just, might be $5 short at the end. Christmas, gotta keep, that's gonna come up. It's like February 2nd or something now. So Christmas will get a 40. So we have 150, 170, 190, 210, 220 in Christmas. And when we get a fair few hundred in there, we will do another video and pop that into the specialty Christmas binder that we have. Valentine's Day, Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Halloween, all fully funded. Now the very last one is a home binder, which is this one. All right, so I've also, just as an update, when I get my commission pay, which is actually my pay next week, and I don't think I'll get a lot because it was over the time when we were shut over the Christmas break. So we won't get a lot. then. But, you know, whatever we get, I've decided for commissions. Myself, I get paid a commission every month. My husband gets paid a commission every quarter. So whenever we get commissions, all of that money will be for travel, for kids' future, for, you know, perhaps a bit more spending, Christmas, emergency fund, and like season passes, things like that. That's what, but mainly sort of kids' future binder, travel, things like that we're actually able to fund when we get different money than money that I've already pre-allocated for sort of everything else. So that's, yeah, I'll do a separate video when we get things like that. Now, household, we will be getting a 5. So we have 10, 20. And then because we have, of course, all the challenges, they will all be going to things that we need as well. And larger goals, new 20. Larger goals that we are going to accomplish this year. So home maintenance will be getting a 15. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, $105 in there. It's that sort of emergency really for home. Pool maintenance needs to get a fair bit now. So we'll just put in a 20 and a 10. So 130 in there. So it'll do us another visit. Plants and garden, 5. So 1, 2, 250, 260, 275 in there. Landscaping, saving for turf, so $5 in there. 50, 60, 75. Fence, 5, 100, 150, 160, 165 in fence. Renovations, this is really sort of to paint the outside, unless we need to do some things in the house. Renovations will get a 5, so that has 20. So dining table, I really hope we can get this soon. I'm going to put in a 10 in that one. So we have 100, 200, 250, 260, 270 for a dining table. I think we need another $1,000 exactly. Furniture. This is if we ever need to get new furniture inside, something breaks or who knows what. 10, 20. To me, these envelopes, having these envelopes here, and even if we just put in $5, is just to know that that is there at the back of my mind as a priority for the future, even if it's in a few years' time. Lounge, just a 5, so that's $20, $45. Solar panels, we're not going to fund this in our weekly every week. This will be more of a put lump sums towards when there's commissions, things like that, and when challenges are complete, we can put into this one as well, because that is one of our big tick goals to get done for 2024. So this money here left over is actually going towards challenges. So I would normally put this in the getting ahead binder, but I'm just going to put it into the challenges because it's only $40 this week. And I'll have more of a chunk to be able to add into that as a separate video come 2 weeks from now. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 210, 20, 30, 245. So we have $245 there to put towards challenges in our next video. So make sure you've subscribed. Please leave me a comment. Actually, oh, and thank you so much to everyone watching through the ads. I being monetized now, this is like just amazing, and took me as Amanda knows, yeah, it's a process, we'll call it, to sort through all of those sort of forms and all this and that. But yeah, it is like all accumulating, and I'll hopefully have another separate video on that and actually have a payout, which is really, really, really exciting. So I think you need to watch through the videos. So if you have an extra spare 15 seconds or so in your day, that you could do that on the videos, or chuck my videos into a playlist and listen to it throughout the night. That will be really, really amazing. But as I said, or even share if any of this content may help someone, that is really fantastic as well. So we want a zero-based budget, which is what we have done. We want no debt, which will be gone in 2 weeks' time. And we want to prepare ourselves for the future with whatever that may happen along the way, with not ever going into debt again. So yeah, please follow, and I will see you in my next video. You guys are awesome. Leave me if you got to the end of the video, leave me a snowflake, because it's so warm here and that would be really nice. Thanks so much, guys. See you later. Bye.